Excuse me. We in the building. We in the building today. Nice to see you guys. Unexpected emergency meeting. Emergency meeting. We just four guys popped up. Oh wow.
I'll turn my camera on.
Is that Jesus?
Yeah. Wait, you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. I can see you. What up, Zapray?
I can't see myself. Hold up.
What
Joke over here.
What up, Zapray?
There you go. Now I can see myself. What's up, man?
Master numerologist right there. You know what I'm saying? Master. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm glad you're on Twitter now, bro. I see. Dude, Twitter's so OP, man. I get lots of connects on Twitter now.
No, that shit is fire, bro. I gotta be a little more consistent, but it's coming up, bro. It's coming. So that's cool, bro. We were just talking about how you was from Japan, and then you moved over here. You've been staying around. You've been fucking with Georgia, and this guy over here, my boy Android 28, he just came onto the server not too long ago. He's a 11-3 life path. So he's
11-3? 11?
He's a 29-11.
Well, it's a 29-11.
Android, man, why's your mic muted? Why's your mic muted, bro? This is all about you right now.
I'm just munching on stuff, so.
Oh yeah. You gotta chill with the cereal munching, bro. You getting the reading, bro. You know what I'm saying? This ain't, you know what I'm saying? This is, yeah, people spend their life savings on this.
Fuck cereal, bro.
What the fuck is what's, oh, that's the potatoes with the peppers and onions.
I cut those like miniature potatoes into like scallops. I'm gonna put it on the side. It's gonna be sick.
Fire.
Yeah, bro. Andrew, you what version of 3 are you? You born on the 3rd?
Yeah, on the 3rd.
But I just made a video about what 3s can do to help. Because like a lot of 3s, they have well, pretty much every 3 has like an issue with like procrastination and like moving around and like not being able to stay focused on a single task. So I made a video with like what a 3 can do to help itself. And a lot of what a 3 can do is like basically like scheduling in breaks, because the 3 has to like facilitate the inner child. Like you have to have fun, you have to do things. You're also not like, you also suck at like working a job because you don't like to be in a set schedule. So like I've devised that like, the best way for a 3 to actually operate is to basically schedule in breaks and adhere to deadlines, because 3s are really fast workers. So like the best way for you to actually like accomplish things is to essentially be like, oh, for 15 minutes I'm gonna do this and nothing else. Because if you just give yourself like, oh, I'm gonna do this for like 2 hours, you'll pick up your phone, or you'll like do this, or you'll like, oh, I need to eat this food, or like yada yada yada. And when you set aside like this allotted 15 minutes and you give yourself like short ass deadlines, you actually accomplish like 10 times the amount of work.
Wow.
So I highly recommend like you try that, because, and then scheduling breaks, like scheduling like 30 minutes for this, 30 minutes for that, and then just only do that shit in the 30 minutes. Because like you'll notice like you daydream a lot having a 3, especially in your mind playing.
Wow.
Yeah, I agree with all that.
Wow. And yeah, and I actually, Zapray, when you talk about it, it's very intriguing to me, because I'm actually a 3 too. I'm born on the 12th. So I'm born.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's interesting, and I do find that, right? Even on days like today, like unless it's something that I'm highly, highly passionate about.
Yeah, you just.
I don't give a. I don't. If my heart's not in it, I'm saying, I can't get into it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like there's things in life that you can't be. It can't just be about passion. It also has to be about discipline. So when you say those 15-minute spurts or those 30-minute spurts, I find that to be highly efficient, because I feel like people who are born on the 3rd, or have that 3, right? They're born on the 3rd, they're born on the 12th, they're born on the 21st, they're born on the 30th. I feel like they're extremely efficient when they're focused, right? But they lose that focus quickly, though. You know what I'm saying?
people forget that 3 like is the number of the child, but it's also the number of learning. Like learn starts with the 12th letter L, and like learning is all the child does.
Right.
But like if it's not something that makes the child curious, they're gonna go run away and like look at something else. Like my daughter, bro, if I have like I'm like, hey, look at this. She's like, no. She's like, she's gonna go to the quickest thing that gives her interest, and
Yeah.
like that's exactly how the 3 operates.
Yeah, it's like being born. It's like yeah, children have quick attention spans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but catch them, then they're sponges. They'll just absorb everything.
Right. Yeah, but you gotta put them on the hook. You gotta put them on the hook. You gotta get them. Like, you gotta capture their curiosity.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
So
so
let's
all
talk
right. So
about Tuesday.
you say something, Swiss?
Let's talk about Tuesday. What does it mean to be born on a Tuesday?
I don't know. What planet rules Tuesday? Is it
Tuesday is Mars.
Tuesday's Mars? I know Wednesday is Venus, I believe. Thursday
No,
is
Wednesday is Mercury. Thursday
oh
is
Wednesday.
yep. Thursday is
Thursday.
Jupiter.
Wait, what's Saturday, Sunday, Monday then?
Friday's Venus. Friday's Venus. It's
Friday's
Friday,
Venus.
right?
Yep. Friday's
Yeah.
Venus. Yep. Saturday is Saturn. Sunday is the sun.
Monday's Moon.
Monday's
Sunday's
moon.
Sun.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep.
Wait, Sunday's what and Monday's what? I didn't get that.
Monday, Moon. Moon Day. Sunday.
Oh, Monday. Okay.
Yeah. Yo, I just made I made a channel up in here, guys. I don't know if you guys had seen it. It's actually called What Day Were You Born? And it talks about the day you're born, and it talks about like how the day you're born affects it affects the way that you act, right? Like if you're born on a Sunday, the planet that rules Sunday is the sun, the sign is
Yep.
Leo, and the personality that being born on a Sunday gives you is being bold, being creative, being a leader. I'm born on a Friday, right?
I'm born on Saturday.
You're born on a Saturday? Oh man, that's fire, bro. Yeah, so Friday gives me the personality of romantic, loving, beautiful. Saturday gives you that personality of frugal, studious, hardworking. Look at you,
Yeah,
man. You over there whipping it up, whipping it up. You know what I'm saying? Um,
And what's Tuesday for Android?
Tuesday is it's the
That would
planet.
give like a lot of confidence, like probably a lot of like go-getter attitude.
Yeah, well, it says personality, impatient, fiery, confident. Planet Mars, sign Aries. So there's this saying right here. You could look. I'm gonna post the channel right here. Let me see, copy link, and I'll post it. I'll post it down in the description just so that you could get a link.
Wait, who was born on Tuesday? Android?
Android, yeah.
Oh, Android. Okay, bro. Do you have a sugar addiction?
I mean, probably.
Because if Tuesday on Mars rules sugar, and usually if like I have cancer in Mars, my 6th house Mars cancer in my Vedic chart, in my Western it's Leo, but like I have a big sugar addiction, and my I don't know, you know Shawnee, right, Kingsley?
Shawnee.
Yes. Yes, we know Shani.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. I know Shawnee.
He was telling me about Mars rules sugar. I've found that 15 is connected to sugar. Six in general is like connected to sugar in the stomach. So like I've seen a lot with that. But
So you think he could be addictive to it, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I could 100%. And I have a sugar addiction. Shawnee was kind of telling me the same thing, and it was interesting. The little antic that he was talking about. Did he tell you to try and give people sugar, try and give people candy and stuff?
Yeah, he was telling me that.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. I mean, it's not very popular over here on the East, but what if it did work? Yeah, I need to go buy some Laffy Taffies and start being
Dude,
like,
I was at a restaurant and my fiance was like, "Hey, buy the next person that goes up to the counter a donut." And I was like, "You know what? That sounds like a great idea." Like you could even just do that at every restaurant. You'd be like, "Hey, like the next person who buys the donut, here's money, and you can give it to him."
that's
You
pretty
give them
fire.
the
That's pretty fire.
it's hands-off experience, and you don't even have to you don't have to be there, but like, effect is still there.
Yeah, the intention and the action. So what about the 11? So he's a 2911, and like you were saying, that's the 10th composite, right?
That 10th prime.
10th prime, okay, 10th prime. And a prime, just so that people have an understanding of what these words mean.
Prime prime is a number that only factored by 1 and itself, meaning the only number that can go into 29 is 29 and 1.
And 29 is the 10th prime of
Yep.
okay. The first prime would be 10, right?
The what?
Well, what would be the first prime?
2 is the first prime.
2 is the first prime? Okay, I got you. I'm sorry. All right. So 29th is the 10th prime, and why do you think it being the 10th prime has significance? Because like we were kind of explaining to him earlier, there's different versions.
I believe Michael Jordan is life at 29. Michael Jordan. Let's see. Michael Jordan. Let's make sure before I believe Michael Jordan is a life at 29. So February 17th, that's 2 plus 8, 10. Plus 19, which is 10. So, and then plus 63, which is 9. Yep. So he's a 29. So you can look at like the 29s are very, very competitive.
Right.
Because of it being the 10th prime. So they're like an intuitive, like brute force life path. Like they have like another thing I've noticed is that like they're very they harbor a lot of people who are aggressive to them. Like they have like almost like a lot of people who try to dominate them in their childhood. So my mother's a 29, and her mother, my nana, was very dominating to my mother in her childhood, and now it still continues. And I've noticed that within the family unit of with the 29, there's a large issue with being dominated. So you look like Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan's brother and his dad. The way Michael Jordan's only as good as he is because he basically was undermined by his father in regards to his brother. And I see that a lot. I see that happen a lot with 29s where they're just undermined and like basically they're treated like the black sheep of their respective family. Have you noticed this?
Not at all. No, I'm just joking. Yeah.
Not at all.
He's a troll.
No, I was just kidding.
Oh, okay, I was wondering. I can't.
Yeah,
it's hard to do.
I think that's accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed there's a huge need to please involved with the 29 because the 29, like the 2 is so sensitive to its environment because 2 is the number of water. Like basically anything that's like basically hopping in your environment, you can feel it. So you're often catering to the emotions of the people around you. And then suddenly you like wake up and you decide like, oh, I don't want to do that anymore. And then the people around you that you were catering to, they get confused and they're like, oh, I don't like this new you, even though that was really the you the whole time.
Yeah, no, I think that's accurate. You want to make a correlation to like, because I think I share number. Is Obama? He's an 11.
Yeah, Obama is a 29 actually. That's good. So is Joe Biden.
Yeah, and so is Bill Clinton also? Is he?
No, Bill Clinton's a 38.
Oh, okay, but he's still 11-3, right?
Yeah. Is he born on the 3 day?
I don't know. I just know I share it with like a lot of politicians or something.
Well, 29 is actually the most common number within the White House. The White House. Sorry, 29 is in the White House over and over and over again, and it's probably because 29 is the 10th prime. So we need leader numbers attached to a more like water sensitive number because I've noticed that also 29s attract a lot of misfortunate people. And they're very helpful towards misfortunate people. They attract them. They go toward them, and they feel the need to help them because they themselves are used to being an underdog. The 29 allows a lot of patience for people who are quote unquote like rejects of society, like homeless people, yada yada yada, or if they take like a teacher position, they're geared more towards like the children that are never given a chance. And like they really encompass the patience involved to build up these people. And I think, if you look at America's kind of a land of misfortunate people. And they have this 29 attached to this many politicians, this many presidents, yada yada yada. It's kind of like they're just a ruler or leaders of like a misfortunate nation in a way.
Yo. we on time in the day. We on time in the day. So that's interesting. What prime is the 19? Is the 19 the fifth prime?
Eighth prime. It's
It's
the eighth prime.
it's the eighth prime. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. So the 29th. Okay, 29. Okay,
That's why I'm here right now, bro. I'm getting.
you
I
getting
might
what?
as well be. I might as well be in an 8 year. I'm in a 19 year right now, personal year.
You're in a 19. That feels powerful. Am I in a 19 something? I'm trying to think if I'm in a 19 year or anything
What's
in
your day?
particular. Say what?
What's your day and month?
412. I'm in a six
So
year. I'm in a 6 year right now.
yeah, so you mean a 15 year, 7 plus 8. So yeah, you have to really. Everything's about the diet this year for you.
You said diet. Yeah, you
Yeah.
talking about the diet.
Wait, how to calculate that? You said the day and the month?
Yeah, that's how you calculate your personal year. This day and month plus year.
Plus the current year. Yep.
Gotcha.
They got so many calculations, bro. You ever heard of Rosicrucian cycles?
I've not.
Oh man, they got so much stuff, bro. I was like, all the calculations, bro. I'm just, what do you think the major ones are? Like, the most important ones?
For numerology,
Yeah,
challenges, pinnacles.
challenges and pinnacles.
End of the day, yeah, and personal year, and personal month, personal day, yada yada. But like pinnacle almost like trumps all of them. It's such a ginormous thing. And essence is actually super sick, but you don't ever hear about it. It's basically like your like let's take your name like Kingsley. So like you K is 2 because it's 11. So it goes 2. And so when you were first born, you were in the K, and then next you moved to the 9. So which is the I. There it is. So then you moved into the 9. So then when you turned 11, after when you finished being 11, you moved into the N, which is the 5. So now you're in the 5. And then when you finished that, you were 16. So when you were 16, you moved into the G, which is the 7. So you 16 plus 7 is that's 23. So when you were 23, you moved out of the G, which is the 7, and you moved into the S, which is the 1. So for 1 year, you were in that S when you were 23, 24, that 24 year, and then you moved into 25. When you turned 25, you would have moved into the Kingsley. So you would have moved into the L, which is a 3, and then so on. Like I could keep going, but like that, there's an essence, and then like each one of your names is doing that simultaneously. And if you actually look in and like look around and like see what version you're in, what letter you're currently in, the energy of the letter is like really important. It's like when you were in your 14 energy, let's see, that would have been King. So KIN. So when you turned 12, I would not be surprised if that's when you experienced all that neglect.
Bro,
Like when
I moved. My mom and my dad got divorced, and I moved out of my mom's house. I basically,
yeah.
I went into the system, man. I went into the system. Hold on. Stay. Don't say nothing, please. Don't say nothing. I need to have a moment of reflection. Yeah, bro. 12 was so that's crazy. So what's that calculation from the N? The
All right,
14.
guys, I'm gonna bounce here. Y'all have a good night.
All right, you too,
Oh,
Swiss.
Catch you guys later on.
Peace,
Peace.
Swiss.
Okay. You would have hit if you turned 12 years old till you were 17. So no, 12 to 16. So 12 till you turn 17. So the day you turn 17. So that was when that would have been like a very very trials and tribulation time of your life.
Bro, I was literally in like mad foster homes. Like
Yeah,
I was
14th neglect, bro. So
yeah,
you hit that.
that shit's crazy, bro. That's just from the end. So what's that? 5 years I was going through that.
Yep. 5 years you're going through that from 12 to the age 16.
This is why I know I gotta change my motherfucking name, bro.
Well, you'll get a new essence though. You'll get a new if you change your name. You gotta pick. Hey man, if you don't want that 14 energy, then don't have any.
Nah, but yo, that shit gave me power though. Like it gave me power.
Bro, 14 is good as fuck, bro, but it's got such a big drawback. It's like an immediate drawback to go through, but then it brings you with like absolute independence.
So what after that I went through the G, right?
Yeah, the 7. You would have been on your stud shit until you were 23. Like you also would have been alone a lot.
Yeah, bro. I like, cause that's when wait, was that's from 17 to what age? 17 to what?
No, 17 to 23. Yeah.
Cause I got a Division 1 football scholarship. I was playing football at University of Rhode Island, and then I was there for like a year, and then me and pretty much my family that I was with, my foster family, we kind of went our separate ways. And so yeah, I pretty much had to I had to do it all by myself. Yeah. So that shit's crazy. So I see the correlation between all of that, and then I pretty
Then
much
when you four, it would have been the one. It would have been a ninth. You would have either found your voice, where you were like no voice before, or you would have been surrounded by people who still tried to.
at what
Which
age?
went
At what age was that?
four, I believe.
24.
Yeah, either 23. Let me make sure.
Yeah, 23, 24, bro. I started really, I think that was when I started bodybuilding. I started getting money. Yeah, that was like right before COVID. That was 2020, bro. So 2020 was how many years ago? That was like 3, 4 years, bro. Yeah, 100%. Because right before I went into COVID, I started bodybuilding. Because remember, I used to play college football, and then I fell
Yeah.
off for a while. And then right before COVID, I started bodybuilding, and I was gonna go on stage. I was going to school. I was bodybuilding. I was on my shit. And
That was when,
say what?
that was when you found your voice.
Yeah, and then COVID happened. It shut the fucking world down. For,
Yep.
yeah, I mean, COVID. So, but when was that? That was when got the S.
Yeah, that was when you got the 19. You had it for 1 year. You had the 19 for 1 year. You had that powerful voice for like 1 year, and then you went back into you would have went into the L, L, which is, and then you would, so basically you would have found your voice, would have started communicating.
Say it again, bro. I'm sorry. Say it again.
You would have found your voice, and like for like a really good, it was like you would like lost it. You would have been like in the process of finding it, then you found it again, and then when you went to the L, you would have started communicating a lot, like just using it.
Well, I'm 27. So which one am I in right now?
We can see right now. Let's see.
L. Let me see. L. Let me see. SLE.
L is 12, so it's 3. So we got 2, King, 9, 2 plus 9 plus 5 plus 7 plus 1 plus 3. So you're moving into a new one, right? You're about to move into a new one right now when you start 28, which would be the 5. You'll move back into a 5. So when you turn 28 years old, I guarantee you'll start moving locations, especially since you're about to pick up that trucking job.
Yeah.
Like start that business, you're gonna start moving around a lot with that 5.
Interesting.
You can already see it on the horizon because these things, they move in transits. I don't know how close you're. What's your birthday again? It's March.
April 12th, 1996.
You can already see it, bro. You can already see the transits moving. Like it's right. The horizon. 3 months that shows up is when you start getting that. So like when February showed up,
Yeah.
that was when that like travel transit started to like really pick off. You could see it going away. You could see like where the 12 is like sort of about travel, but like you can start seeing. I can see you like hunker down more, like communicating a lot, be patient, and then now you're about to move.
I can feel it too, bro. I started this whole channel, bro, I started January 2nd, and we're already at like 110 subs, you know what I'm saying? Got 110 members in here. You know, it really just, and I haven't even been promoting it. I just been doing this, bro, hopping in chat rooms, learning, you know. So that's powerful, bro. You know what's crazy? In my Chinese Bazi calendar, you know, I pull up everybody's, and I don't got no problem pulling you guys up once we get off this. You know, I'm going through a 10 years. I was going from 18 to 28. I was going through a 10-year karma. It was like what do they call it? I'm sorry. It's they call it like a 10-year bad luck cycle, pretty much. Like I'm born in the year of the rat, and the 10-year luck cycle I was in was the horse, and the rat and the horse. It's not harmonious energy, and it's interesting because the fucking Bozzy astrologer, she was like, yeah, this is a complete fracture in your chart. She was like, yeah, your chart pretty much got segmented here in a way that really wasn't pleasurable. And then you tell me the correlation with the letters in my name, and
Yeah.
and you get the age when these certain breaks happen.
Yeah.
12, 17
And
at 23.
I don't know your last name and your middle name.
Yeah, it's crazy. So everybody, make sure you book a reading with Zapray, man. Make sure you go get a reading. You know, TikTok. You know, my boy got like 200,000 likes, some crazy shit. Make sure you get a reading. Make sure you get a reading. That's interesting. So, I
And then
got.
and another thing, bro, your 15 triangular number. So the travel is crazy, especially since like October's when that 15 started to roll around. That's also when you were like, oh, I need to fix my diet, or I need to focus on this, or I need to start fasting more. I need to start doing this, yada yada yada. And you were like, you started feeling like a huge need to like change things in your life, as well as especially considering like blood family. I would imagine like a lot of things would resurface with people in your blood, because 15 is connected to the stomach, it's connected to the blood, it's connected to a lot of things, and you would have started to either fix relationships with them or trying to end them, because you're trying to see like where what needs to change. You just became like increasingly aware of like things that needs to change, and this is built piggybacking off of your last year, which was your 14 year,
Right.
which was a lot about that as well. I wouldn't be surprised if you made a lot of gains like working out last year. Well, 14 is like really connected to the body too. That 6 and that 4 are really about the body.
Yeah, I was fasting like crazy. I probably lost like last year. Yeah, bro, I lost probably like a good. Yo, that's so crazy that you say that, bro. I lost probably a good 70, 80 pounds last year. You know,
Yeah.
because 2022, I was just trucking. I was in the truck all year. I was just all 48 states, and then when I came home, I got a local joint, and I was working. I was working at home, and I had two jobs. I was working at UPS at night in the trailer. I was I was you know that job when you're pretty much loading the truck. You're loading every box in the truck. I was doing that at night, and I was doing trucking in the morning, bro. And that's how I lost all my weight from driving over the road on trucking. So it's crazy, like that number 14. I'm starting to see it as like output. Are
It
you?
loses. It's like like Dr. Brack was saying, 14 is not the number of neglect. I still think it is in a way, but he's like, it's really a number of loss. And you lost a bunch of fucking weight, you lost a lot of friends, you lost a lot of this, yada yada yada. They just went away.
Right, right. Well, we got to do some, and we got to do another Spaces of Pray, because there's a couple of letters and things that I'm starting to really see correlations
Chaldean.
with, right? For example, like the N and the Z, right? They're literally the N and the Z. Think about like they're the same letter, they're just turned on its side. You know what I'm saying?
I get
Um, I'll tell you some other letters, right? I've been writing these things down. Um, things like the S and the C, right? The S, the C, and the K. The S, the C, and the K, they're all interchangeable to a certain degree. They make the same sound, you know?
Yeah.
And
The S won't become solid. It'll still stay.
yeah. So we gotta look into that, right? Because when you're talking about the number N, right? Right, N's the 14th letter, but right,
Yeah.
Z is the. And yo, what's good? What you gonna do about all this people? What's good with you, bro? And the Z is the 26th letter. So
Yeah.
which makes it an 8. So you have the 14. So you got the 5 and the 8. You know, and I think that Z has power. I think that Z has power. Maybe not the same power as the N, but I would say the Z has that. It's that closure, right? It closes the whole alphabet.
God equals 26 in the ordinal cipher. Z is the 26th letter.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So does letter. That we got letter equals 26.
Letter equals 26. 26. That's interesting. Yo, it was so crazy. Yesterday, bro, I went to the skating rink, and I met this girl, bro. And, baddest John in the skating rink. You know what I'm saying? I'm young. I'm single. You feel me? I had to talk my shit. You know. Excuse me, miss. Um, what's your birthday? It's like, nah. But anyway, I bagged her and shit. Guess what her fucking birthday was, bro?
Keith?
Her birthday was April 12th.
Oh, shit.
1999, bro. So, you know, I'm trying to remember what made me draw this correlation, but my birthday's 96 and she's 99. You see how she's like I'm the 6, she's the 9. I think it's the other way around, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like we're born 3 years apart, right? And but we have the same birthday. I found that crazy. And then she was telling me like we were born damn near the same time in the morning, right? Then I'm meeting Shorty on a super new moon. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, I know my fasting ain't that powerful. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What you think about that, Zapray?
Well, she's in the same personal year as you, so you guys are like that's what like these people with the same birthday. And April 12th is the April 102nd day of the year. Which is there.
Can I tell you something else crazy, bro?
What's up?
So I was doing some math, right? Of course, right? You got these correlations with the 3, right? We keep talking about the 3. It takes 9 months for something to come into creation, right? So 9 months for something to come into creation, right? That's 3 other months of the year that are left out. Interesting,
Yep.
right? Just like it takes 3 months for the energy of the new year to come in. There's also 3 months left out of the pregnancy cycle for the year, like, you know. So anyway, going back to my point. Damn, motherfucker! I just lost that shit. It's alright, bro. I'll admit it. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? I just lost my point. I just lost it. I'll get it back.
I'm just gonna jump in and say hi, man. I didn't want to interrupt you in your thought train earlier when you were talking.
Respect, brother. Respect, man.
Hey, can I ask about the name thing? Is that what is like a pinnacle and essence and whatever?
That comes from your. We were talking about name essence earlier.
Oh, name essence. Okay. And what is the significance of like the first, middle, and last name? Like,
what part of it? Like the whole thing, or like the first?
It sounded like you were going through his first name, right? And
yeah, I was going through basically there's cycles involved with like the letters of your name. It's like my name is Gabriel, so I have 7, and then it goes 7 1. So when it goes 2, so 10. R is 9, 19. So then I move 9 cycle right now. So I'm at the R, now I'm at the I. So I'm at the pure 19, the pure 9, and that happened when I turned 20 years old. I moved into that. So like there's pure cycles involved with the essence of your name. It's called essence. And
middle and last name.
Middle does the same thing. Like there's similar transit. So what I figured out, like the symbolism of the middle name is kind of like what you goes on inside of your world, like an inside world, because middle name is secret. It's like a secret name. You don't really know people's middle names. It's like it's like you only know a guy's middle name when you're like real homies with them, or like you're in a relationship. So it's like a secret thing that people go through secretly. Like you look at looking at people's middle names is like seeing. I call the first letter of your middle name your center power number. It basically is like your secret desire in every conversation that you have, because if you look at the first letter of someone's name is that's the first number that anyone meets from you. Period. The end. Like whatever you introduce yourself as, that is the first number that's going to hit their brain. Like it's going to hit them. It doesn't matter if you're conscious of it. Like that letter is the first thing there. Like I call that the initial power. Whatever your first letter is the initial power number there. It's the first thing you notice from a person. Is that is. So like my Gabriel, and if I'm going by Gabriel or if I'm going by Zapray, it'll be 26. So like it entirely depends on what happens, but I call that the initial power number. then I call the last name first letter of your last name your backing power. I've seen the last name rule, family traumas, difficulties like within the home, like of the family unit, difficult like passed down trauma due to blood, just because that surname has lasted longer than any first or middle name. Period. Like it just goes forever. Like that, you can trace a surname back to fucking 1,200 Ireland. Like, you know, my name is Greer. Greer's an Irish name. Yeah, I've got a family crest if I look it up. Wow. You know, like a lot of these people have family crests, and it's like that number is being passed down. Greer is 35. So it's like, you know, there's a big thing with that. And I've noticed, you know, like if you really think about it, like you're the latest version of your last name, unless you have a child. You're the latest version. It's like you have all the trauma, you have all the things, all the things that are coming from your forefathers, your foremothers, and yada yada yada, and it's coming down to you. So I noticed that last name really rules like generational trauma. It rules like generational lessons that need to go on, yada yada yada. Like, you know, it's like you can see, like, you know, you're similar to your family in a lot of ways. And like if you look at this number, you can find out what those ways are.
Right. And hence, when women take on their husband's last names, they are inheriting the trauma of that family, in a way, aren't they?
Absolutely, and they're changing their entire vibration as well. You'll notice, like if a woman has a certain last name, they'll either become like, you know, they'll become this, or they'll become like this, and they'll just take on the characteristics of that name because
Is there a particular name that is good that people should want to have, or of course is it just balance that everyone has?
The only name I'll say, don't give your kids a name that starts with N.
It's Nancy.
Yeah. Or don't have or try not to have it in.
No, I've seen less of that. I just put it because the thing is, like, you could get multiple angles. That shit, you know, it makes men, it makes women, and like, you know, if you're having to do that, then like that's the power in itself. But like, I just would never put it as the first one, because you got to think about it. You want the first thing your child going through, neglect. Like, is that the first energy you want to hit them for their first 5 years of life? No. Like, you know, like it's like, you know, you get like if you're conscious of that and you are consciously giving your kid that N energy, then like, I don't know what's wrong with you. I would never give them that N energy like at the start. Like,
so
that's.
What about the letter V?
What?
What about the letter V?
V is 22. V. I mean, there's my fiance is Victoria, so her name starts with a V. There's lots of power with everything. I've noticed like 22 can have a good amount of issues with stagnation. 22 is really stagnant. They're also very codependent. Like, I don't know, maybe starting your name with reveal in sparks.
I have an idea.
What's up?
No. Just keep risen right now. Your risen is off the chain. I'm about to go get this book and be a little complimentary piece real quick, because it talks about the first letter. So, you know, and I gotta get a glass.
Yeah.
So give me 1 second. I'll be right
back. I had a question. What was it? So would it change if you were going by a different name versus like what it is legally? Like, it's just whatever people call you, basically, or you call yourself.
It will. It'll change, but it will not delete your original name. Like, cannot escape your birth name.
Okay, what if somebody is named Carl, but it's spelled with a C, but you know, you mention it as a K in speaking? Is it the third letter or the 11th letter?
It's the third letter. That Leo was talking about that. Like, you know, like if you go with the Chaldeans, different.
I can't really hear you. You're far away.
So the Chaldeans, where he's talking about the Chaldean system, where, you know, these certain letters, or just in general, like the symbolism of these letters. But 3, see, letter. So it doesn't matter how a name is pronounced. If you you're gonna go. I will say this though: if you have a person, like let's say you talk, and I tell you my name is Gabriel, but you think it's spelled Gabrielle for some reason, that's the vibration you're gonna get from me. I'm serious. Like that, that's the vibration you will get from me but like me myself, like my essence won't change, but my mind, the name that you go by is the mind, which is what takes over in a conversation when you. So, but that will change if someone fucked up the spelling when they imagine it. That's the vibration they'll get because that's a different number.
That's how they perceive you, basically.
Exactly.
So what is a pinnacle exactly?
It's like a long stand. It entire. Hold on. A pinnacle is a long-standing person. It entirely depends on your day, on your birthday, and it also how long your first pinnacle, depending on what your life path is. So, like, I'm a life path 4. My first pinnacle is 11 because I'm born on 9/2, which is 11, and it's going to last for 31 years. No, sorry. So basically, it's 36 minus 4. That's my life path is a 4. So it's 36 minus 4. And that's how, and so that's 32. So my pinnacle will go on until I'm 32, until I'm 33 years old when it'll stop. Sorry, when I'm 32 years old. I'm sorry. When I'm 32 years old, the day I turn 32 is when my first pinnacle will stop, and I'll move into my second one, which is day plus year. And my is 9/2/2000. So it'll 2 plus 2000 plus 2 is 4. So my second pinnacle will be a 4. And that'll happen when I turn the age 32.
Oh, wait, sorry. Can you say that one more time?
You're a little far from the mic, Zapray. So
yeah, I'm trying to cook it.
I know you're good. You're good. Well, let me get into it while you're busy. Because my man's over there cooking. So let him cook, and maybe he'll get a chance to eat in a second. So turn my camera back on because I forgot it was off. You got the first letter here. We're discussing it, and I wanted to talk about the first letter N. I have this great book right here, Numerology. I'm never scared to share knowledge. Numerology by Matthew Oliver Goodwin. Some knowledge though. You got not all knowledge. Can't give them all the secrets, but anyway, you got the N, the 14th letter, and it talks about the first letter. So 5 for constructive freedom. Right, it says right here the first letter talks about the first letter, and it has all the different numbers E, N, W. You know what I'm saying? And just talks about the characteristics. And it says for N, it's the mental encounterer. These are the characteristics of somebody with the first letter N: adventurous, restless, need for change, excitement, variety, adaptable, imaginative, seeks and enjoys confronting any and all experience, generally uses strong mental approach, good at analysis, personal philosophy based on rational approach to experience, is usually changing constantly, works extremely well with people, knows how to use others to carry through ideas, and restlessness shows in making decision, often facilitates between several points of view. So that's just for the N, and it's interesting because the W is different, and then
the W 23.
Yup, the 23/5. Yup. It's different. I'm trying to see where this chart describes W as a consonant. It says the first vowel, but it also has a definition for W as a vowel because W can be used as a vowel as well, which I didn't even know. But advanced. I know your name starts with a V, so I was intrigued on that. So we're gonna go to 4. Actually, that's the master letter. 20. That's the 22. Excuse me. Excuse me, Vladimir.
No, you're good.
So the V, it says the inspirational leader, right? The V's on a page all by itself, because it's the only
Understand.
it's the only 22nd letter. It says inspirational master, inspired leader, extremely receptive to spiritual revelation, builder on the highest level, can envision ideas, convert ideas into practical form, organize people and resources, inspire confidence and loyalty, can convert spiritual awareness to material form, high nervous tension, hard worker, self-disciplined, serious, steady, thorough, practical, intuitive awareness is potential, strong source of power. So it's crazy, these names, they definitely do. And now with what you're kind of telling us, Zapray, riddle me this. For example, we got my friend Vladimir, right?
Okay. Vladimir who?
Okay. His name's Advanced Trance. He's right here. Advanced Trance, right?
What up?
So the first letter of his name starts with a 22, right?
Yeah.
The first letter of my name starts with was an 11, right? So that K
Yeah.
lasted for the 11.
Yeah.
Does his V last for 22 years?
No, 4.
Oh, so it's okay. So it's not going to be following the master number. It follows the lower.
No, I never use quote unquote master numbers and names, which is why I have a big question for it. Because like, if I use it, the calculation becomes really like I've had the 100% accuracy without making K11 or V22.
Okay.
So it's like I don't encompass it. I see that the B is just a 4, and it's a 22/4. It's
Yeah.
got the 22 energy, but it's not lasting for 22 years.
Right. I
Yeah.
completely understand that. That's hella long. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be pretty unfair as shit. If you had like 2 V's in your name, that's like 44 effing years. You know what I'm saying? That would
Yeah.
be right. Like Victoria,
Oh, nerds.
um,
That's cool. Wait till you see my last name. It's like nothing but consonants and one vowel. Well, I guess
Yeah.
technically 3, since we've said that W is a vowel as well. But
W, Y, and H can become vowels.
What about H? What about
that's
H?
that is the beginning of my second. I mean, no, my last name.
It's not a vowel. It has to be Y, A, and A. I'm sorry, Y, H, and W have to have a vowel in front of it for it to be a vowel. It's not just a vowel, just like sitting there. Like Andrew makes W a vowel, Troy makes Y a vowel, and Josiah makes H a vowel.
So what is H then?
8. But I'm actually gonna have to dip out. I just finished cooking my food. I'm gonna hang out with my fiance. It's been good talking to y'all.
yo, respect.
I'm gonna have to slide out of here. Kingsley, we'll do his Twitter space soon, bro. We'll get it good.
Yeah.
And JJ and I are doing a Twitter space tomorrow with Callum G. Really.
Oh man.
So if y'all want
Okay,
we're gonna do it like 5 p.m. PST.
Okay. All right. We'll talk before then. All right, bro.
All right, bro.
All
Y'all
right,
stay safe.
You too, bro.
Thanks for praying.
Peace. And we out of here, man. But that was a good little space. I appreciate everybody for hopping